Welcome everybody, welcome back to Mental Rep for another video. It's been a while since I posted a video on my Mental Rep channel. I don't know if y'all can actually see or even hear me because I'm outside, and as you can tell, I'm out here in the country, literally like in the bush, like in the middle of nowhere, I would say. It's been a while since I posted any video on my Mental Rep channel because of just the change in the environment that I moved from my old setup or my apartment out here into the country pretty much. And so the production of my videos have slowed down dramatically. And so I do apologize to all my subscribers, 270, all 270 y'all. I do apologize to all my subscribers because I was beginning to neglect this channel a little bit because I failed to come up with a way or an understanding of how I am going to proceed with this channel, since my lifestyle literally changed. So that was a struggling thing for me. And so what many of you don't know here on this channel is that I actually started another channel called Homestead Dan, where I post a lot of my lifestyle content, the lifestyle of homesteading content on that channel versus this channel. Now, I did post, if you noticed, or if a couple people noticed, because I don't think everybody noticed, that I actually did post a couple of things on here. That was earlier on because I didn't know how I was going to do it or proceed it, because I was, proceed with it, I would say, because I didn't know how I was going to go about it. Like, because I'm out here literally, and I'm like, oh my God, there's so much content out here, but do I post it on my Mental Rep channel, or do I just start another channel? So I just decided to start another channel called Homestead Dan. And I never made a video about, telling anybody that, hey, like, come over here and subscribe to this channel, because I've been more active over there than I have over here, Also, another big factor of me slowing down just my production overall is I have no internet out here. Literally, the internet that I have now is very, very limited, only 28 gigs a month, unfortunately. And if you know anything about making videos and uploading, or even live streaming or doing anything like that, that 28 gigs is absolutely nothing. And so that made it difficult for me to upload anything. Also, when I first moved out here, I had everything. I've to be honest, when I first moved out here, I actually left my job to move out here. So resources was very, very limited until they actually ran out. So I've been out here for about going on 2 years. It'll be 2 years next year in April. So I had no income coming in, and I had everything when I moved out here. I had my laptop. I had like 3 cell phones, and a bunch of equipment. Even my tripod and all this stuff. My tripod, you can't even see it. It's actually broken. It's actually broken. But like I said, I had my laptop. My laptop broke down, so I couldn't even use my laptop I used to make music. The music that I put in some of my videos on my Mental Rep channel, I actually made that music, and so I'll make music for my own videos and stuff like that. So I won't get no copyright infringement on my own stuff. And so I can't even do that anymore, or I can't even edit videos on my laptop anymore because it broke down. I had 3 cell phones. Now I'm down to 1, and the cell phone that I have, though I'm thankful for it, is pretty crappy. I'm not gonna lie. Front camera works absolutely fine. Back camera, not so much. It used to. I don't know what the issue is. It's very faulty, unfortunately. So I'm the type of person that you just got to work with what you got, and I'm not necessarily complaining about anything. I'm just doing what I got to do with what I got. That's how I see it. Not everybody is the same way, so I just find a way to make it happen. And with 1 cell phone and no internet and stuff like that, I had posted about close to 100 videos on my Homestead Dan channel. So if anybody's interested, I'll leave a link to my Homestead Dan channel. Also, I have a TikTok channel as well. So I guess this is more of an update video than anything, honestly. But yeah, so all my technology had started to fail. So I'm just doing what I got. to do with what I gotta do. That's just kind of like my mindset. And so let me tell you, when you don't have a lot, you'll find unique ways to make it happen. Like, I guess they call it like that fight or flight response, if that makes sense. Because I'm not gonna lie, like moving out here is it's not easy. It's not easy mentally. It's not easy um, physically. Um, it's not easy mentally. It's not easy physically. And what I mean by it's not easy mentally, for those who are interested in like, just moving away and getting out, whatever, you gotta understand, like, people gotta understand, like, people have grown in addiction to the lifestyle that they grew up in, or that that lifestyle of having everything at the tip of your fingertips. Like, people are addicted to that. Like, when you remove yourself from that lifestyle and you begin to live a more frugal, or a more, I don't want to say laid back, but just, you don't have everything at the tip of your fingertips. Like, um I should say the tip of your fingers. You don't have everything at your disposal, or at your, easily to access, if that makes sense. So um when all of that changes, when all of that shifts, like, you're gonna have like withdrawals. You're gonna have, it's because there's an addiction that's grown to that type of lifestyle. So I grew up in the suburbs. I grew up, having the game systems and technology. I want to say not necessarily the latest technology, but you know, um, I've had these things. I've had, the TVs and the music and all of these things, and now I'm at a point where I'm outside more. And don't get me wrong, when I was a kid, I grew up playing outside, so being outside is not a hard concept for me to grasp. But I'm outside a lot more, to a point where I'm a lot less on my cell phone. I'm a lot less messing with technology. I don't watch TV as much. I don't, my hands are more in dirt now. I'm building things now, if that makes sense. We're so used to be able to go to the store, you know, and get things, get items that we need, or get items that I want. Now I'm at a point where I'm like, oh, we don't have that. Maybe I can build it. We got stacks of pallet wood back there that I use to build a lot of stuff now, and which I built a lot. I built actually a chicken coop, which, if anybody's interested in that, you can go to my Homestead Dan channel and see everything that I've done with that. And so it's a shift, it's a lifestyle change, and you know it's not easy growing food. Like, and with everything, with the government shutdown and people complaining about the SNAP benefits and all of that stuff, and not being able to get the things for their kids and stuff like that. I can say grow your own food, but realistically, it's not easy growing your own food, because there's a lot of understanding when it comes to growing your own food. It's a big learning curve when it comes to growing anything, because okay, yeah, you can put a seed in the dirt, right, and it can grow up. I mean, like, there's a big possibility that you know the seed that you plant will grow into something. But when your plant faces diseases, or it faces a pest, which anybody in the suburbs probably won't face a lot of big pest problems, because um, they killed everything with all the sprays that they spray in the area and stuff like that. When I was in the suburbs, I've hardly ever seen a grasshopper. I don't see a grasshopper in the suburbs. Um, Heck, you hardly ever see an earthworm after it rains. When I was a kid, you used to see all the worms used to come out. Now they don't. So a lot has changed in these suburban areas and all of that stuff, where you don't have necessarily a pest problem. So it's easy to grow things, in the suburban area, But what I'm talking about is, okay, let's say you kind of want to like step away from just the city life, or even like just suburban. You want to come out in the country. But the country life is a lot different, because it's literally wild out here. Everything there, you see tens of thousands of different species of grasshoppers. You get army worms. You get um, termites for days. You get um, tomato hornworms that eat up everything. They get so fat, whatever. Um, and it's a lot when it comes to growing anything. And it's really, you get frustrated a little bit uh, because of the pest problem, especially when you want to grow things organically, you know. So moving out here was a big challenge. I would say it's not for the faint of heart. It's not easy. I know there's some people believe like, oh, like I'm gonna just get up and move out there in the country. It's not as easy as you may fathom up in your own mind. It's Think of it like this. It's like a big fast. I there was days where I haven't, because believe it or not, my car actually broke down here, so I didn't have a car for a long time, for many months. Now my car is functioning now, but I didn't have the money to get my car fixed, so I was stuck here for a while, for a couple months actually, at a time. And so there was a point where I didn't see anybody for a while. I'm not saying that we didn't have a car; we had a car, but I just stayed here. And then every now and then, every blue moon, I would go out to the city, because everything's miles away here. Everything is miles away. It's not like around the corner, like, oh, I'm gonna go to the corner store. No, the nearest corner store is 14 miles away. Anything after that is 50, 50 plus and about 30 plus miles. So yeah, nothing is walking distance around here. Um, I can walk 14 miles, but I'm not going to walk 14 miles because it's a massive hill that you gotta walk up it. I'm like, I'm not doing it. But um, yeah, it is a big learning curve for anybody who consider even living this lifestyle. And I just putting this out there for people to understand, like it's. But I am blessed though, because me being out here, I've had a chance to taste and grow potatoes, and I had a chance to taste and grow homegrown cantaloupes and homegrown tomatoes. And I kid you not, y'all, it is so much different than what you eat in stores. I kid you not. Um, the meals that were more memorable that were cooked here were the ones that we grew here. Um, I grew tomatoes, I grew potatoes, I grew cantaloupe, and there's many more things that I want to grow. We face challenges with the soil, and that's another thing. Understanding the soil. I'm not gonna go too deep into this, because I'm gonna talk about it a lot on my Homestead Dan channel. So, but I'm just saying, like, as far as mentally preparing yourself, because my channel is called Mental Rep. So as far as like mentally preparing yourself, like if you ever want to take this step to come out here, it's not easy. And I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it like it's easy. It's not. And it might come a time where you're gonna need to grow food, because the government is shut down currently in this moment. Obviously, nobody can rely on the stores or anything like that. So what do you gotta do? You gotta do what you gotta do. Grow your own food. But a lot of people are, honestly, it's not everybody, but a lot of people are lazy, unfortunately. That they want to stay dependent upon the arm of somebody else, which is fine. People gonna do whatever the heck they want to do. They've been told, but it is what it is. But yeah, if anybody's interested in knowing and learning anything about my Homestead Dan channel, just go follow my page. I'll leave a link down in the description. I'll leave a link to my TikTok channel as well. I post cat videos. I post kind of like crazy things that's been occurring here on the homestead. I post, you know, planting videos about the things that I'm growing and stuff like that, and all of that good stuff. It's a variety of content. It's really just my homestead experience, because everybody homesteading experience is different. I post chicken videos as well. Um, you know, I post a lot of different content. So if you're interested or just want to support, please go and subscribe. I got currently about 143 subscribers at this moment in time. That'd be very, very helpful. I want to, that it's my want to keep posting more videos here. Will I be successful? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do know. I don't know. I feel like I got a lot more to post. I feel like I can, but I also feel like I'm not in the same place that I was when I was posting all of that content. More so, if that makes sense. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. I haven't figured it out yet. But yeah, I will post. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna aim to post more content here. Hopefully, I'll be successful at that. We'll see. If you stayed and watched this long, thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Peace and God bless to everybody. I'll see you all the next time.